Hayo everyone, ACR Jones here, and welcome to another episode of From the Shipping Box. I cannot remember if this is part 7 or part 8. I remember that in one of the building a no-scale modular railroad videos, I unboxed something. Although I don't think I consider that an episode, so whatever I did, we're here today. This just came in, and if I sound a little winded, I had a big day today so far. And funny enough, I actually have to go in 45 minutes from when I hit the record button, so this is going to be interesting. Just let me take my breath for a second, guys. I've been running around all day. My car needed an oil change and tires and whatnot, so that took a while. She looks great, though. I'll be sure to throw a picture up. Like, she looks great with new wheels on her. That's right. So I have a job appointment coming up, or a job interview. And I'm just going to say this now. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, oh my gosh, what are you doing? If you want to see more content from me, please subscribe to the channel. It is immensely important to those who do and continue to watch the channel. I cannot thank you guys enough. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be monetized. And that will mean I'll get a few dollars here and there, other than me scraping the bottom of the barrel to get new train stock. And again, I'm sorry that I sound winded. On another note, we are trying a new camera angle this time. This one's way easier to set up, and you do get a top-down closer view. I'm just going to go ahead and start cutting this open because, like I said, I don't have too much time today. Or at least, as of right now. I want to get this stuff out of the box and look at it before I go. If you can't already tell, this is from Train World. I pre-ordered this a long time ago, and it finally showed up. Okay. I also, I threw this in. Let me actually show this off first. Just because it's already December, and I actually forgot that I have barely any left. And I've been burning all that I had at the museum for the past few days. You'll see some O-scale videos coming out soon. All of that was Christmas pine fluid. And yeah, I can't get this out of the package as of like right now, but alright, I'll just end up cutting this open later. But as you can see, that is a bottle of JT's Christmas pine. Fun fact, my very first smoke fluid, other than Lionel brand fluid. And speaking of Lionel, I actually have a repair to do in this video for a friend of mine. So these just came in for him. I decided that I told him, when I get a new order from Train World, I'll just throw this in for you. These are die-cast metal sprung trucks for a Standard O car. I will explain all that later. But what I really wanted to show was... Oh, they're tied together and they don't want to come out. Okay. These right here, and ooh, yeah, that does look good, are brand new MTH Premier AAR Boxcars. And I love these things. And MTH, for those who don't know, kind of closed their doors. I say kind of because they're still making things, but they sold a lot of their tooling and a lot of their inventory to other companies to start making, and very small batches of stuff have actually been made by MTH today. So I was very honored last year for my birthday and for Christmas. I'm trying to see, is that it on the layout? I don't think so. When I got some MTH, they were PS1 boxcars, I want to say. They were in New Haven with the black door. They were the last boxcars, or the last PS1s made by MTH. I believe Atlas has the tooling for that. But the AAR boxcar is honestly my favorite steel boxcar. And I'm glad MTH hung on to them, because I ordered two. This one here is the Erie, and I also got the Southern. So let me go ahead and open these up, and we'll take a look at these together, folks. Alright, the first one I'm going to open is the Erie one, just because this is the one I've actually wanted for quite a long time. And if you want to see the end of the the box tag, there you go. I'm sorry that I can't actually see the screen myself, so I hope that I got everything in shot. Like I said, trying on a new angle here. It's just easier for me to set up and whatnot. This is, yep, 40-foot AAR Boxcar. I do have a warranty card, so MTH is still doing a warranty. In fact, this is the first time I'm getting one of these new warranties. It doesn't fold out. Huh. Is that the... That's the original. Shoot, I don't have an old MTH box to look at, but I'm pretty sure 7020 Columbia Gateway Drive of Columbia, Maryland was the old headquarters. I thought they moved. I'll look into that when I'm editing the video. Like I said, I don't have too much time today, so hopefully I can just get through this. But anyway, the Erie one I wanted, this was the first one that I actually saw and said, I need that when I saw it cataloged. Just because it has black ends, and actually does have the black roof. So it comes with these coupler caps, which is good for shipping. And wow, there it is. I haven't seen a new AAR car in years. Nice and cold, because it's cold up here in Connecticut this time of year. The doors, this one is stiff, but it does open and close. Like I said, it is cold. Oh, that one doesn't want to budge. All right. Trucks, they are sprung like all MTH Premier trucks of this type. Let me do a coupler test. That opens, yep. That one was open. Good, the air hoses are there, all the steps are there. Car data says it was built July 1946, so I can get away with this in steam freights. I like the Erie logo actually in the yellow. I don't remember if it was yellow or white on the computer, but it looks good. But the black ends just really make it stick out. And I grabbed this in between shots. This is my New Haven AAR car. It's a little beat up on the grab irons there, just because storage and whatnot is a little rough on my cars. But I will say the doors are definitely looser on this, just because, you know, I've used it for a while. But in comparison, they are the same tooling. So MTH did not get rid of this, the AAR tooling. I'm looking at it myself. The roofs look exactly the same. The underframes look exactly the same. Mind you, you have my sticker underneath this one, but yeah, they are identical. They are the same tooling. So glad to hear MTH kept one of my favorite toolings. I know not everyone has the same opinions. I'm sure a lot of people like more modern type cars, which I do know actually, yeah, there's a plastic insert. The 50-foot high cubes, which honestly is my favorite of the modern day box cars. That tooling I know was sold to Atlas. Spoilers for an upcoming video, I have 3 of those on order. So that should be fun to see in the coming weeks, actually. I think it's due later this month or early January. So yeah, maybe in the next month or so, you'll actually see that video from me. But like I said about this Erie car, now it has the black ends and whatnot. Most of my other steam era cars to begin with are just straight oxide red or brown. And this Southern car is no different. However, I wanted this one because it's Southern Railroad. I don't think I have anything scale in the range of Southern. And if you want to see the box tag, there you go. It does come with the warranty card. Same card. They don't have that fill-out sheet anymore like you used to get. But I think those were gone a while ago to begin with. Anyway, this is Southern 10069. And it just comes right out like this, yep. Comes with the coupler tags, or not the coupler tags, the little caps. That's what it is, a coupler cap. These doors are a little nicer, I've noted. No, that was just a lucky spree. Okay. But this is the same kind of car as the Erie car, which in turn is also the same as all my other MTH AAR cars. And actually, this truck is a little stiff. Just a little bit. This one rolls or articulates fine. Otherwise, though, I would give these at least an 8 out of 10, just out of box. These are great cars. Actually, you know what? 9 out of 10. Why do I underrate one of my favorite cars? They're good box cars. They really are. There's nothing too crazy about them. You know, they're just box cars. But they are good ones at that. And I will do the coupler test. Yep. They feel nice and strong. Like I said, nice and cool. The touch of these. And I do want to try to open the door. Oh, there we go. I got this one open. Okay. That's the other thing I forgot to do was put them on my little test track here. Which is just a little piece of track where I just roll the car. Oh, I'm trying to get the door closed. Just to make sure that it rolls fine. If there's ever a squeak, I always have a can of oil next to me on the workbench. So let me just hear this. Nice and stiff. All cars new from factory have that stiff sound. Once they break in, they sound nice and you can't tell it from anything else. But it's just that nice factory stiff sound you always get with the new car. It's a good little sound. And just for comparison, here's my original New Haven. Or not original, but older, I should say. There's a little bit of a difference. It's a little quieter. But otherwise, yeah, these, I like these box cars. 65 for both is a little much, but I wanted to buy them just because I want to support MTH continuing on, going through all this, you know, moving to a new location and all that. That takes a lot out of a company. There's a lot of, you know, paperwork and whatnot to do, especially with selling off old tooling as well. So they're not going to be making as many trains, so that means the ones that I have coming out are a little more special. There's way less of them in stock, and everyone's buying up anything they can MTH. So while 65 for both does sound a little high, you know, it's worth it. Just to say that, you know, you're preserving some of this history, which a lot of scalpers are probably going to put a lot of money on come future. I'm kind of done buying boxcars though. Like after the ones I have on order, like that's really it. I don't really need too many more boxcars. Moving more towards tank cars, hoppers, and flat cars at this rate. But I will say they do look good. And the reason why I wanted these is because, well, they're road names I don't have. They're my favorite tooling, so you can't go wrong. And of course, like I said about the Erie one, it'll break up a consist where most of my stuff is just brown. But you throw a one with, you know, black roof and black ends, it'll just look a lot more varied, which I like. Alright folks, so here's the part 2 of this video. Here's what we have. We have a Lionel Standard O Gondola car that doesn't have any trucks. Now this car belongs to a friend of mine. I won't say his name since I didn't ask to begin with, but my friend, I'm working on this car for you. Here are the trucks that I ordered for you. And let's see if I know how to fix this. So starting off, opening this up, these are brand new, fresh, sprung trucks from Lionel, as you can see. So nice, high quality. I will say anything you get Standard O, or at least the first run of new Standard O stuff, do not have sprung trucks, and they are all Barber Bettendorf style, which is this kind of truck. I will say that they are not actually accurate to the most of the prototypes that are being made, especially the 50-foot ACF boxcars. However, Lionel has said that the newer batches coming out should have at least rotating bearing caps or something to that degree where they'll look a little nicer. But here we have the mounting screws and the bearing shims. So, like I said, let's see if I know how to fix this. Now I noticed when I opened up this car, or I opened up the lid, which I'll actually just grab a flathead screwdriver to make this easier. A small flathead, you don't want to damage anything. But if I just take this here, start to pry up the load like that, there's no screw holes in here. So I was looking around and then I realized there's actually little tabs here and here on the car that actually hold the darn thing together. So I started messing with it and I was able to pry it up like this with my hand. Although I don't want to damage it, but it would just be easier to use the screwdriver like I said. But there we go. I was able to wrench one side off with my hand earlier. And this side doesn't want to come apart. Great. So here we have the base. It wouldn't be a base plate, but it's the underneath of the car. And when I ordered these cars, I was looking very closely at them, and I pointed out that the Standard O cars actually are going to use this mounting hole, not the center one. Because if you look on this car, you realize the knuckle doesn't actually go out to the right spot. If I use the further one, there it looks a little better, where there's enough room for the actual car to stick out. So in turn, if you're going to upgrade any of your Standard O rolling stock, or you want to put trucks on a car that you might have found, just like the car itself, this is what you're going to want. The Lionel 6-1-40-78 die-cast sprung, die-cast metal sprung trucks. They look like this, or the box looks like this. They look like this. You're going to mount them from the further mounting point, not the center one. And all you do, it's basic stuff from here. If I can actually get it right, though. Oh no, don't tell me. Wait, what? No, don't tell me. No. Do I? You've got to be kidding, Lionel. Hold on. No, there's no way. Alright, this is post-editing Casey here. And as you can see, the off-center mounting point has been stripped. That's because they actually gave the wrong screws in the box for this. Now, if I was mounting this to the center of the car, it would be fine. I bet you if I was upgrading this truck from another Standard O truck, the screw would be fine. Problem is, I actually destroyed one of them trying to get it in, so it has to be on the center mounting point. However, if you look at the other one, I was able to find a spare screw that was the right size, and I didn't destroy it. So one end is fine, one of the others isn't, but just be aware if you're ever going to do this modification. In other words, about the Boxcars, I'm really happy about these, and I hope you somehow enjoyed this horrible video. In other words, this is Casey R. Jones saying stay safe. Till next time, Casey out.